Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Sam Wheeler and I am the new 4-H educator in Yates County. And today we are going to make this nice spring themed cake, and I hope that you all enjoy it and would like to share it with your friends and family. So to start this off, we're going to need 3 9-inch round cakes, frosting, some coconut flakes, some chocolate eggs, some plastic bowls to mix some frosting, piping bags, piping tip, which is optional, a straight edge. Okay, so we're going to first start by frosting the first layer of cake. Now we do this so that we can glue each layer of cake together, and then we stack each one on top like that. So I'm just using a piping bag for this. You can definitely do this with a spatula and a butter knife. Just please make sure that you are careful when you do so. And I'm just lightly coating each section. Then I'm taking my straight edge and I am frosting the top of the cake because that part is going to stay white the entire time. And that's what it looks like there. So now I'm taking some frosting and putting it into a bowl because we are going to do an ombre effect for our cake. So I'm putting in some teal food icing dye, and I'm going to just take a butter knife and put just a little bit in there and start mixing it up like that. That's going to be the color for the bottom part, which you see here. And I'm going in with my piping bag again, and I am just going across the bottom, and it doesn't have to be perfect for this part, but it does have to stay towards the bottom. For the next color, I'm doing teal again, but I'm going a little bit lighter with the color, and that is going to be the middle color. And I'm, again, just scooping some with a spatula into the piping bag. You can certainly use a Ziploc bag for this, and you don't necessarily need to have a tip on the bag. You can just use a spatula as well, and I'm just going across the middle part of the cake. It's nice to have a 3-layered cake because if you want to do 3 colors to do an ombre effect, then it's an easy guide. And lastly, I'm going to the top layer and blending it in with the top of the cake, and I'm just using the plain white frosting that I used to glue the cakes together and for the top of the cake. Now I'm taking that same straight edge that I used before. You can certainly use a spatula for this, and I am just smoothing out the edges, and I'm smoothing out the top as well. Then I'm just taking a butter knife and cleaning up any little imperfections. Now I'm going in with the piping bag with the smaller tip, and again, this tip is optional. You don't have to do this. You can do this with a Ziploc bag and just cut a hole on the corner and do exactly what I'm doing. And I'm just doing little dots around the perimeter of the cake. Then I'm going to take what is left over from that bag of frosting and I'm doing the bottom edge to give that a cleaner look. Again, you can do that with a Ziploc bag. Now I'm going to take some coconut flakes and pour it into a bowl because this is what is going to be our grass. And I'm going in with some green food dye. And I'm just going to squirt just a little bit in there to mix it up and give it that green color. Now, if you do have problems with the food dye being chunky, you can also add a little bit of water. Now I'm just going to lightly spread it all across the cake on the top. You can just do this with a spoon. I'm doing the outside edge first so that I can just fill in the rest of the cake with the grass. And this is just coconut shreds. So now that we have that, I'm now gluing these little chocolate eggs onto the cake with a little bit of icing to hold them in place. And this is an optional piece, but I decided that I wanted to add some edible pearls on the bottom just to kind of dress it up a little bit. You definitely don't have to do this, but you can also put eggs on there as well. So this is the finished cake. I think that it looks amazing. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends and family. And if you also decide that you want to recreate this cake, please comment with a picture down below. We would love to see what you made. And I hope that you all enjoyed this, and thank you so much.